As we head into the new year, I want to share a really, really powerful metaphor with you. It's about a buffalo and a cow. And maybe you've heard this metaphor before, but you haven't heard my version. So, here we go. The difference between a buffalo and a cow. Let's start with a cow. As we know, animals are very, very intuitive. They can sense when a storm is brewing. And when cows sense that a storm is brewing, they all get together and they run away from the storm. They don't want to get wet. They don't want to get rained on. They don't want to be cold. They all run away from the storm and they run and they run and they run. But one thing you might not know about cows is that they're not very fast. And so eventually that storm is going to catch up to them and they're going to get wet. And they're going to be wet for even longer because they've been trying to run away. And as they're running, they're kind of getting like rained on, right? They're getting like a drizzle here, a drizzle there, and they're running, they're like, dang, I'm still getting wet. We gotta keep going, gotta keep going. But eventually they can't go any further, or they're tired, they're exhausted, they have to stop. And then they've got to get poured on, and I mean poured on, because that storm they've been running away from has been like building and building and building, and now they're getting poured on, and they gotta sit, and they gotta be wet, and they gotta be miserable. But we kind of do that too as humans, right? We have financial issues, relationship issues, health issues, whatever sort of storm we have been running away from. There's a storm there. We don't get to decide what storms come our way. We get to decide how we respond to those storms. And cows are kind of stupid, right? So let's talk about a buffalo. A buffalo, same thing, very intuitive. They can sense when a storm is brewing. So here comes the storm, right? They see that storm peak, and those buffalo, they're like, we got to run into that storm, right? They're going to get rained on, and they're going to get wet, and it's going to be a little bit miserable, but they're going to get through it a whole lot faster because they're running right into that storm. They're dealing with it, right? Whatever that storm is, whatever you've been running away from for whether it be years or all of 2023 or months or weeks or whatever it is you've been running away from, deal with it. Stop running away. Turn yourself around and you run into that storm. So if you've been running away from the fact that you don't like the way that you look, you don't like the way that you feel like your joints hurt, you're overweight, you're sick of looking at this person in the mirror, you're sick of feeling like garbage, turn around. You've got to run into the storm. It's the only way. And whether maybe it's a financial issue, maybe you've just been swiping your credit card like crazy, maybe that's going to make you feel better. You're going to get another job. You're going to pay it off. You're going to make small increments. Dude, do it. Turn around, cut that card up, and make those choices. Respond to the storm, because that storm is only going to get stronger, faster, and wetter. And you're going to be very uncomfortable. Just turn around. You'll be uncomfortable and wet for a little while, but we know what happens after a storm, right? Sun's got to come out.